I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Srikanth Markonda, not Manikonda, just to correct. And I am basically studied from IIT Chennai and MIT with specializations in artificial intelligence, IoT, and generative AI. And I have 25 years of experience working globally. And I started this organization just before COVID, after leaving my normal career path. And what we have done at Lorgan is we built a platform named Enigma, which is a blend of AI, IoT, and generative AI platform with an objective on how to simplify the entire onboarding of AI into organizations at low cost without leaving any kind of inaccuracy. At the same time, delivering the best results for various scenarios within the industry. That's exactly what we have done. And in that whole context, the platform that we built was kind of a big data platform, which can ingest any kind of a data without requiring you to do too much of coding in a configurable manner. And not only that, but also it takes care of something called generating any kind of a behavior of any entity within the data to maximize the outcomes in the organizations. For example, it could be a customer, and you wanted to maximize the revenue for an organization by treating the customer in the right way and making sure that okay, you're not losing the customer, and at the same time you're maximizing the value that you're getting from the customer. That's one thing. Number two, it could be a patient. For example, if I'm a patient, I might be having 20 different vital signs that my doctors wants to monitor in me, and how they are interrelated between each other. For example, if my glucose is high, how it is impacting my oxygen levels, and how it is impacting the next level, like okay, how my resistance is improving, or immunity is improving or not. All those kinds of things exactly is what it is all about. So if you can go to the next slide. Keep clicking, looks like there are some animations. And so the key is all about, if you look at, we have the data that is sitting in various forms of sources. The biggest problem is bringing from the inception to all the way to the value generation, how easily you can work with this data and deliver the best results to the organizations. The current problem is actually, it is costing millions of dollars to the organizations to deliver the AI, IoT, and generative AI projects. And it's all because of the data is vast, the data is different, understanding the data and generating the behavioral patterns which can predict accurately any kind of an outcome is the challenge. The biggest challenge is the behavior. The behavior is nothing but the vital signs behavior or a customer behavior. So what we have done is how easily you can generate these behaviors in thousands of attributes without requiring you too much of an army of engineers and scientists. So the organization can go at a rapid speed into the market and achieve the results in a way that, okay, they can see the best whatever they wanted to achieve. That's exactly what we have done. For example, we have done brain anesthesia response monitoring for one of the customers in Western Australia itself, where we have monitored the anesthesia patterns in the patients when you're delivering anesthesia, how the patient's brain is changing in its activity. And based on the activity, what kind of patients I need to give, what kind of dose is very important. For example, a redhead patient is something like, okay, they have a lot of pain, they need to be given more anesthesia. So all those patterns, those are thousands of patterns, which you cannot kind of define like what is the requirement. That is what exactly we deliver within our solution, which is given to maximize the value that we are delivering to the businesses. If you can go to the next one. So, one more, please. So what we are doing is like in a typical kind of a market scenario, currently whatever is happening, you need a minimum of 6 to 7 different technologies to deliver from the inception to the insight of what you wanted to act on. And you need a lot of resources, very highly skilled, for you to do the data science projects, machine learning projects, to deliver the best value. But the world is like, as we all know that, okay, look, we cannot change it in one day, that you can get the best scientist to work in every team as a data scientist. So you need to make sure that, okay, how you're bringing the best without losing the quality. That's exactly we have done all the behavior automation in a way a less experienced machine learning scientist still can deliver the best result because the experimentation that is done by the scientist is done at a rapid speed with the behavioral attributes we are giving. And at the same time, the other part is like, okay, the entire data, the behavior changes at a rapid speed. So today, whatever is working pretty well, there is no guarantee that okay, after 3 months it will work well. So what we do is like, we have got within the platform the adaptability of the changing conditions and the context. So whatever the value you're getting is the best from all the data actually that you're getting. So that's at a high level like what our platform is. If we can scroll down. So with this, what we had evidence means we have worked with different customers and we have built multiple solutions in different kinds of industries. And every one of the customers that we went there, when we delivered the platform and when we implemented the solution of AI for their own use case, on an average we slashed 60%, because you don't need to do a redesign of software, you don't need to do too much of testing, everything is coming from a platform. So the real value of like implementing something with 60% less cost is delivering for you to achieve a 5 to 10 times of revenues what you're targeting for example. That's exactly what our platform is all about. In addition to that, if you can scroll down to the next one, we have what we called is like, okay, our platform has got two different components, and one is the behavioral leg where you can generate the behavior, and if you know, yeah. And every one of the customers that we went there, when we delivered the platform and when we implemented the solution of AI for their own use case, on an average we slashed 60%, because you don't need to do a redesign of software, you don't need to do too much of testing, everything is coming from a platform. So the real value of like implementing something with 60% less cost is delivering for you to achieve a 5 to 10 times of revenues what you're targeting for example. That's exactly what our platform is all about. In addition to that, if you can scroll down to the next one, we have what we called is like, okay, our platform has got two different components, and one is the behavioral leg where you can generate the behavior, and if you know, yeah, keep doing. One more, yeah. So we have built a platform called Ellie, which is a private large language model, means within an organization, without passing the data to OpenAI or Gemini or any one of them, you can still implement an LLM, large language model, that can talk with any kind of a database, not only ours, but even to Oracle or SQL Server or anything. What it means is, a larger organization like a defense or a bank or somebody, they don't want to pass their customer data into OpenAI kind of an environment and ask for a question, what should I do? Instead, you can call everything within your own private layer of your own infrastructure without losing the control on the data that you have. Still, you're achieving the same result within your own control actually. That's where exactly the data security wise, it is giving the best thing. So, on a larger scale, continuously growing kind of a large language models implementation and integration with the data, what we are doing is delivering the results without losing the controlling on the data. And you're giving the best way of to the executives like CEOs and CFOs and CMOs. They can speak with the database like, hey, I want you to understand what is the top 3 customers that I should track in this quarter for me to achieve my targets in the next 3 months. Earlier, it was kind of keep going into tables or Power BIs and all. Now it is like I'm on my go and I'm on train or I'm on car and I'm asking that question, I'm getting the result. That's exactly what we are doing. You can scroll down. So we have a variety of use cases built on the platform, and you can keep coming. Yeah. So one is like the most passionate thing for me is the education sector, because the more you are doing for the students and the community, the next generation is always going to be good. So we did the smart navigation of students, where from year 9 to year 12 in US, before they enter into the college, there is a lot that they need to do, not only from academics perspective, but also a lot of other areas like the community participations and publications and then internships and all that stuff. And most of the parents and students, they even do not know that, okay, look, actually, what exactly should I do to achieve in MIT? They always think that, okay, it is only academics. And their students might be the best actually in academics, but they cannot achieve MIT because when they go into the interview, they might ask that, okay, have you done internships? Have you done the publications? Have you done the research and all that stuff? So there are a lot of things that they're not meeting. So we navigate with our Enigma behavioral lake, and we monitor like, okay, what is the student's behavior in this context, and we also navigate them that, okay, what they should do to achieve their preferred colleges, and that is exactly what we are doing. And if you keep going on. So in similar way, actually we built a solution for renewable energies, microgrids optimization. You can keep going. So in renewable energies, what we are doing is for the same building, for example, if we are paying $150,000 of monthly bill, and by having renewable energy microgrids with solar optimizations, integrating with energy market operators, we optimize the entire energy usage, and not only we bring down the bills, but also we make it green. That's exactly what we are doing. And the customers where we have implemented this are already seeing not giving the money to the grid, but actually they are bringing back the money from the grid because of the exports. That's what we are doing. And all this is an optimization algorithms that are built on top of the Enigma platform. It continuously learns the patterns of market shifts, the pricing shifts, and the weather shifts, and the number of people coming into a building. And based on all of that, actually, we have done this. And typically, if they would have done that, it would have taken a minimum of 12 months, but we did that in just 12 weeks. What we call is a theme line, like, okay, you bring any project to Lorgan, and you have, in that a month, you would replace it with weeks, and we deliver that. That's what exactly we give it to the customers. Keep going down, please. Similarly, actually, we have done the remote patient monitoring and brain anesthesia monitoring side, and keep moving. And we did even the gaming sector, horse racing behavior, like how it works, and we did one actually just a few days ago for Melbourne Cup, and in the top 5, we could predict 3 of them accurately. That's what exactly we did. Yeah. And if you look at, actually, we have done even many others, and we have approximately 15 solutions that we deliver to the market. That's what exactly we are doing. Yeah. So this is one of the use cases, because Dromi is one of the sponsors along with Lorgan actually of this event. Actually, we just wanted to give you, in typical US scenario, there are around 18 million students coming out every year, and the number of counselors who can counsel them are various. Exactly like the number of AI projects and number of data scientists available in the market. So we went ahead, actually, we worked with them very closely. Every student, the counselor spends a minimum of 4 weeks. And now we brought down that amount of work that a single counselor can focus on minimum of 30 students. That's exactly what it is. Not only that, actually, from the student's perspective, the parents are earlier kind of paying approximately $20K to the counselors, whereas now we brought it down to like, okay, one license of $350 with Enigma, that okay, they can navigate completely in what exactly they need to do. And the results that we had shown, and it's really heart-touching, that okay, some of the students that they gave the videos that they were never expecting that they would get a call from MIT for an interview, they're getting from Harvard or even from UPenn and others. And some of the students actually, they secured a beautiful scholarships, like approximately 120K kind of a nature. That's the kind of ranges. So that's what makes us feel that okay, we are proud for doing those things, and in a way that okay, that is helping to the society as well. That's in a nutshell like what Lorgan is all about. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions,